Praise the guitar and pass the plectrums. It's time for the
Church of Chug.
Kia ora everyone, hoki mai anō ki te Musomancer's Lair. Today we're looking at bends. So when you bend a note on the guitar, you take a string and you bend the note upwards or down. There's a whole lot, there's a bajillion grillion different ways you can bend a note on a guitar, so I'm just going to start with a couple basic ones today for your delectation. Let's say we're in the key of Chug-tastic A. I can do what I like to call an oblique bend, and I like to call that because that's what it's actually called, pretty sure. Let's start with this one. 5th fret of the high E string, 8th fret of the B string. I'm going to keep the 5th fret note as it is. Don't bend that one. I'm going to bend the 8th fret one on the B up as if it's going up 2 frets, which is coincidentally the same note that I'm playing on the 5th fret of the E string. So when I play them together, they sound pretty cool, but they sound better with gain. And did you hear, although I said I was going to try and bend it up as if it was the same note, when it's just not quite in tune, it actually sounds cooler. You get the notes beating against each other. And you'll see as you move up and down, you get different fluctuations in the frequencies, bro. Different fluctuations in the frequencies, yeah. So you can do the same kind of bend on the B and the G strings, except this time, 5th fret of the B string, 7th fret of the G string, because of that whole way that the tuning changes between those strings. So that's like this. Let's have some gain. Why not? It's a Church of Chug, isn't it? Yes. See, I can move that shape up and down the strings. Good times. Good to chug a few of those in when you're chugging along. Good times. Here's another fairly basic kind of one. That blew my mind. It blew my mind when I first learned it. Can I say that to you? Yeah, we're good friends, eh? We're getting to know each other quite well now. Here's a nice little move. Okay, let's take the gain off a little bit here. Keeping the 5th fret of the B and the E string not bent, I'm bending a little bit with the G string. Maybe 1 fret's worth, maybe even less. Maybe slightly more. Okay, so you can go, if you can't think of anything to play in a solo, just do that. You can play each note separately, or you can just hammer the whole lot. And one more thing you might want to add to that is then bending our old friend the 8th fret up 2 frets. This is another, now Greg Kopp told me this when he was hanging out at my place one day on YouTube. It's a pre-bend. So I went, that we just talked about, then I hit the 8th fret on the B string, and then pre-bend it. I haven't hit it with the Chug chip yet. Pre-bend and then plectrumize it. And it means that you get a nice big wobble on it. It's just slightly different kind of vibe than if you went right up to the 10th fret and vibrated it, because you can go up and down. or you can just go and hit that 5th fret of the high E string. There's a lot of options available to you, and there's a lot of great patterns and licks you can make out of this kind of thing, but I'm just giving you an intro today. Just take it easy, ease on into it. It's chilling and chugging, I've told you before. What's that? Yep, hit the like button if you like. Cheers. And yes, I am starting work on the 3rd Musomancer book very soon. There's the first one there, available in lots of places, especially on the lines. So starting work on the 3rd. I think the Phlegathon guitar is going to make an appearance again. I think that we don't know where it ended up at the end of the first book, and the second book seemed to completely ignore that, as if the author had totally forgotten about it. So, anyway, chug along with these oblique beans. I think you're going to enjoy them a lot. See you next time.
Chug you later.